What's up? I'm gonna train legs today and I'm gonna record my training session for you to follow. Feels a little bit weird to hold my camera like this. When it comes to legs training, home workout, I know the gyms are open, but I don't think a lot of people will be going to the gym soon. Of course, especially this video is for my clients. So if you want more workouts, home workouts from myself, of course, I've been focusing a lot on recipes, cooking recipes. You want more of these, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means a lot to me. All right, and let's talk about lower body workout. How do you hit that intensity? Number one is very simple. You should know when you reach that intensity. You should feel it. You should say, okay, I know that I've done a great workout. So second thing is you want to have a good squeeze, right? A great contraction in your lower body control. You should feel that burn on your thighs, right? Now, second problem when it comes to lower body that ladies are concerned about is you're wondering, I don't want my thighs to get bigger, all right? I want to have a nice body shape and I just want to lose weight. So if you want to focus on fat loss, you should be training really hard on your lower body, right? And lower body is one of the most difficult workout or can ever train. That is the most challenging part. It's painful. Sometimes you get dizzy and you even feel like puking, vomiting. Training your lower body properly will result very greatly on your fat loss and your weight loss, right? So that's for fat loss. But if you are looking at, have a better body, especially want to firm your glutes and all that, then it's all about the techniques. But you see, training glutes alone, it's more like an isolation. Isolation means, it's just it's a minor part compared to your thighs, your lower body, your legs. Right, the glutes is just one part of it. So the main muscle group is actually on your quads and your hamstring. But I'm just gonna show you when it comes to today's workout. When it comes to a lower body workout, okay, how do you have a great one? First, you must have a very good warm-ups, and of course, you must have enough sleep, and you actually need to prepare. If you're not in your best on that day, I would suggest don't go on lower body workouts. So, right, let's start off. And I'm just gonna put this and record it, okay? What I just did was sort of like a drill for warm up. So as I'm doing the movement, I'm warming up my body, and at the same time, I'm trying to stretch out, get my knees loosen up, and prepare for my actual training. So it's a drill. There's no specific rules to how to warm it up. The idea is just to get warm, get comfortable, flush as much blood to the muscle group. It works the same for any particular muscle group that you're trying to work on. So especially leg warm-ups, workouts, you need really good warm-ups to prepare before you go for the real set. Like some areas like your hips, right, your thighs, your joints. So it's sort of like a drill. So I choose bodyweight movements, and you can see how I don't have any specific rep range. I did 15 squats, bodyweight squats, and I moved into like side lunges to open up my hips, stretch out, and to squeeze my glutes, my thighs, and then I move into alternate lunges. So after one set, I'm already sweating and panting a little bit. So that's a good warm up before I go into my actual workout. So when it comes to leg workout, you want to move really smooth, okay? And you want to do a full range if you can. Practice towards stretching and feel through and squeeze through the movement. Take your time, slow on the way down. And before you go into the actual set, I'm going to show you how to do it. squat, superset with static lunges. So I'll try to hit about 8 to 10 in squat, and then by the time I'm already tired, I go for another 8 to 10 on each leg for the lunges. So nothing particular. Haven't been doing a lot of heavy weights, so my lower body is actually weaker now. So just trying to squeeze and as much as possible, keep my form strict and reading. So, and I would slowly work my way up. I'll start with probably a lightweight, and then slowly build the weight up, depending on how comfortable I am. And that is how you should train. If you just focus on getting it done and you're doing it fast, you're not understanding what is actually going on with the body and how you feel mentally, and also how your body feels. Like, is there any discomfort? All right. For those of you who can't squat too low, you don't have that flexibility to reach all the way down. You don't have to go all the way down, but you would want to work your way towards a full range of motion. So yeah. So if you do it properly, by the third set, it should knock you off enough. But that's just the first superset. I'm only doing 2 supersets today. Right? Each superset has 2 exercises. Superset stands for 2 exercises, doing back to back. So I've done 3 sets after warm-ups. Now I'm gonna go to my second superset. It's gonna be a stiff leg deadlift. Pair it with maybe, I don't know, it's gonna be walking lunges. So the only difference between a stiff leg deadlift and a conventional deadlift is the muscle that is targeting. So the Romanian deadlift targets the hamstring and the glutes mainly. So in terms of the exercise, the difference is the Romanian deadlift, you try not to bend your knees, and deadlift, you want to bend your knees and thrust. So in the Romanian deadlifts, the stiff leg deadlift, alright, how you do it is, we want to focus on stretching the hamstrings. So how do you stretch the hamstring properly? By locking, keeping it slight bend, alright, on the side, keeping it slight bend, and you go like that. So arch your back, you go like that, stretch, keep the tension here, stretch, and feel that pull here. So that's how you do the Romanian deadlift or the stiff leg deadlift properly. So there's actually a difference between Romanian deadlift and stiff leg deadlift. They're 2 different things. But the Romanian deadlift, we try to keep the knees slight bend and we lock it there. But the stiff leg deadlift, you actually want to push your knee outwards like that. You go like that. That's actually the difference. But it depends on how flexible and it takes practice. Otherwise, you're gonna feel that low back pain. But this variation I'm doing is actually Romanian deadlifts. It just focuses on a stretch on the hamstring and the glutes. So that's it for my leg. Better than nothing. Not the best, but I actually got, well, 65 to 70%. Got a good sweat, and my legs are very, very pumped, very tight. And by experience, you should know that. Oh, I've had a great workout. So it's not every single day you push 100%. So, but unless if you're a beginner level, more is better. Until you actually reach a certain point, less is better. Not sure if you get what I mean, But yeah, so I've done a few interesting videos about recipes. I've actually got 3 right now, 3 recipes for you. So check them out if you have time. Cook it at home. And I've got tons of videos talking about mindsets, and then a lot of mindset work to help ladies like you to manage your expectation when it comes to losing weight and having the right reason to actually start. That's very important, because if you start with the wrong mentality, you're gonna ruin your whole journey. So that's really important. But you know what? Without the basics, if you don't understand about food, there's no point for me to talk about mindset, right? So, and I know that a lot of people struggle with food, so that's how I do it. Exercise. There's a reason why personal trainers are personal trainers and professionals. So, like I've heard somebody said, if you want to be an accountant, you're going to learn from. You go for an accountancy degree, right? If you want to learn cooking, you go for culinary properly. So how come when you want to work out, you try to do it yourself? When you want to lose weight, you try to do it yourself? It doesn't make sense. So get professional help. Invest in yourself. That's an investment, because you learn it once, you can do it all by yourself forever. You don't need to depend on anybody. Yeah.